All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Reset! 19! 51! In your face!
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Block, and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Ready, 58, read. Read. Hey, look, 3,
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Broncos 1st down.
Come on, set.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36.
Check 25, check 25. West.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Big stop, let's go.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Clock going to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards.
First down, Denver.
On the ready. 55, Mike, 55. Oh, here we go. Oh, now.
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Ready up.
At the 19-yard line.
Watch it, on the arm. Kill. Get it.
To throw on second and 6. Lock. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Throwing his lock on third down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. DJ Reader able to record his 5th sack of the season. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Texans take over first down 10.
Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
A first down carry now for Miller. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
This is it. Mike 51. Mike 50. 19. I'm coming after you. I'm 59. Say.
From the 39, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Get it, boy! Get it, boy!
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Is how you do it, my friends. This will be spotted out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
50 Alpha. In
his end zone, here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Broncos.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They'll run here with Lindsey. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. On 2nd and 1, Locke. Dancing to his left. And he fires one incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
It's 3rd down.
Go! 18 Gator. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check 99. Check 99. Shoot. Watch the shoot. 6 guys.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
A gain of 3 on the play. And a
Ready.
first down.
90 Wolf. Run. Check 13. Check. Hey, echo.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Denver.
Got it.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Recon, 132 fighter. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, switch it.
Now a carry for Lindsey. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
60 outlaws. Hey, Charlie. You got nothing. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. To throw on third down. Lock. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Second-year punter Colby Wadman out there now for the Broncos, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is it. My boy, 51.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Left coming, left coming.
Now it's Watson. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. He was looking that time for Stills. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
64,
On second and 9, Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. On 3rd and long, it's Lock. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
We got this.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. The touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Score. Now.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's locked. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Matchbox light.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lock. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check it out, Reed. Check, 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 check.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. They can't hang with us. Hey, check.
After the interception, here's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got it. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Broncos' 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check three, check three, check three. Box in.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Here's Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, as the first half is winding down. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Come on,
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Clock will try again on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards.
Clock now on 1st down. This is the tight end, Fant.
That's where you belong.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, D. Get on him, go.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brought down back at the 19-yard line.
Set. Team.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Back, back, back.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's taken to the 26. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
41's coming. 41's a mic. Hey, tight. Let's go.
Blocked again here on 2nd and 10. He completes this to Sutton. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. McManus's point after is good. And it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Being chased. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Check 55, Mike. I got him. Check. Hey, Sam off.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
A gain of 7 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Ready, set. 55. Yo. Hey, Hayward. 55.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Let's go.
First and goal, Denver.
Ready.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Go.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. That false start costly. Moves them back to the 9 now, 1st and goal. Here's Lindsey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back now in Houston. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Check.
On 2nd and goal. Lock. They'll roll him out right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. But now it's 3rd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's what. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are back within a single score.
Ready?
So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Lock working out of the gun. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Watson. Flushed out right. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
intended for Kenny Stills.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run again with Hyde on first. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 41 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there? Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Let's go, folks.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a gain of 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
60 on. Hey, high 7. Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. Let's go.
Here's Locke to throw. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Now Locke. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
218, chop.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Now.
Locke now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Go there.
J.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's caught by Coleman. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Locke to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Back to throw. Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Zach Cunningham with a pick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. gets Hyde. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Houston, they pick up their second win now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.